Dark, atmospheric music plays against a backdrop of dimly lit streets and fading newspaper clippings. The camera pans across a quiet town, obscured by shadows and secrets, with a low, compelling voice. In the heart of America, where the clock still ticks to the rhythm of a simpler life, lies an unsolved case that has haunted a small community for decades, a mystery that continues to baffle investigators and terrify locals. This is the story of the disappearance of Emily Johnson, a case that raises more questions than answers. Cut to images of Emily's childhood, smiling with friends and family. Emily was just 16 when she vanished without a trace on a chilly November evening in 2007. Described by those who knew her as a bright and spirited young girl, she seemed to embody hope and potential. But one fateful night, that spark was extinguished, leaving behind a darkness that still looms over the town of Maplewood. Scene shifts to clips of police searching the area, interviews with concerned citizens. November 4th, 2007. It was a typical Friday night. Emily had plans to attend a friend's birthday party but never arrived. Her mother, Mary, felt a twinge of worry as the hours passed. Calling friends, checking all the usual places, her anxiety transformed into dread as midnight approached, and Emily still failed to return. Flash to Mary Johnson's frantic phone calls and interviews with her. Intensifying tone. When Mary finally reported her daughter missing, the small town of Maplewood erupted into action. Volunteers joined the search, combing through the woods, scouring parks, and checking with neighbors, but there was no sign of Emily. As time went on, what began as a search party grew into a relentless investigation. Cut to archival footage of police press conferences. Calm but ominous. Investigators unearthed a labyrinth of conflicting leads and false hopes. Eyewitnesses claimed to have seen her that night, yet their accounts shifted under scrutiny. A notorious local man with a history of intimidation found himself under suspicion, yet there was never enough evidence to charge him. The trail went cold, and Emily's case would soon fall from headlines, replaced by the relentless march of time. Scene fades to interviews with Emily's friends, still shaken. Friends and family were left in turmoil, grappling with the uncertainty. "We just want closure," one of her close friends said, her voice trembling. "We need to know what happened to Emily." Over the years, whispers of sightings and rumors surfaced, looping back to Maplewood, fueling both hope and despair. Shift to images of candlelight vigils, community gatherings. In the absence of answers, the community rallied. Year after year, they held vigils, lit candles, and shared Emily's story across social media in hopes of sparking new interest. "Someone must know something," they'd chant, stories woven together by the threads of loss, fear, and unwavering faith. The mood turns somber, with slow, haunting visuals of empty streets and Emily's photos. But as seasons changed, the air thick with unanswered questions, the painful truth began to settle in. For many, the case of Emily Johnson had stopped being just a search for a missing girl. It morphed into a chilling reminder that even the most idyllic facades can hide the darkest secrets. Scene revisits investigators recounting their experiences. Law enforcement continues to analyze the cold case, poring over old evidence, hoping that advances in technology might lead to a breakthrough. Yet with every passing year, Emily's smile remains a bittersweet ghost. Her story echoes in the memories of those who love her, but her fate, a haunting enigma. Final montage of Emily's photos juxtaposed with the faces of the missing.